Okay, now why would an organization choose Exadata? Okay, this should be first question that comes into anybody's mind. Why would I choose an Exadata? Okay. Okay, there is some question on the chat, how it benefited for system and people like me. Okay, so we will also talk about what exactly system administrators perform activities on this system. Okay, so I will just brief some of the areas, because as you go through this training, you will be understanding what kind of activities that an Exadata system administrator will be doing. Basically, when I say system administrator, he'll be doing some of the activities on the system. Okay, so if you're a Linux administrator, you'll be doing patching, you'll be maintenance. There is a hardware reviews for replacing storages, expansion racks. Customer is going to do multiple activities. They're going to expand the system. The system administrators are really required to understand how to place the rack, where to place it, and how do you bridge the cables, because everything is documented. Somebody has to go and do all these activities. Right? So we'll get into why Exadata mission. We'll later catch up with the questions. Okay, why organization will choose Exadata? Okay. So the ultimate platform for all database workloads. One of the primary focus for Exadata is you run anything on it. Now, when you say anything on it, there are different workloads available. OLTP workload, which is online transaction processing, which is nothing but your ERP system. Then comes your data warehousing system, which basically crunches all your OLTP data and then builds up multiple fancy dashboards and many other reporting layers. Then comes database as a service. So some organization needs database, and then you have as a service, you can provide it, you can meter it, you can bill it, and you can have plenty of options inside an Exadata. Okay. It's one of the most advanced hardware what is available on the market, and you will be having all of the intelligent storages, some of the unified InfiniBand connectivity, PCI flash, you name it on the market, you will be having it on the Exadata. So you know what exactly is available, and you know how to use that. So as an Exadata profile administrator, you should be knowing the most advanced hardware. So what exactly we'll be doing through the courses for this, you're going to learn Exadata data sheet, and we're going to understand what is Oracle bringing up and how these Exadatas are versioned, what a version of Exadata will be having, what kind of software stack it is available, what can customer do with it, what features are available. These are something which are available in the data sheet. We'll be reviewing throughout the course. Okay. So most advanced software. So database is optimized. So when I say optimized, there is some codes available inside the database which are actually intelligent. We are going to talk about what is that advanced software which is not available outside of Oracle, outside of Exadata, and why it is not available to the traditional or the normal non-Exadata platforms. Okay. So standardized, optimized, and hardened end-to-end. Three important terms: standardized, optimized, hardened, end-to-end. So very simple example would be buying a car. Okay. So you go to the shop, you want a car, you order a car, and then you get a date for the delivery. You go and pick it up and start using the car. Now that is standardized, optimized, and hardened end-to-end system. Just imagine it's completely opposite, and somebody delivers you all the parts piled up in some big box, and then somebody is asking you to read some set of manual and have it assemble it yourself, and then drive the car, which is practically impossible in today's world. It's a very fast-moving world. So organization cannot really do all this stuff. They should not be investing time. If an organization want to build up an enterprise-ready website, which is supposed to host 10,000 users, and the time frame for that is, let's say, a month or two. Now just building this hardware itself is going to take a lot of time. Instead of that, what Oracle strategy is, this engineered system, you get it in, you start right away after you boot in, and then you are up and running, and that too with high performance and some of the best industry standard features available. It's optimized, hardened end to end, which means the performance benchmarking will exactly be the same from between one Exadata machine to the another. You can expand it. You can start your business right away. You can start your development right away. You definitely have seen projects in my entire career, what I've gone through in the last 5-6 years. I've seen projects starting very quickly. Get onto this seat, and the car is yours. You go to your destination. It's not like that. Not like something you have to build it, and then you have to then test, drive, and then you have to reach your destination. For that, you're going to spend too much time on that. Time to market is more valued in an organization today. So how much time you take this to market? When will my website be available? That's what more required. So engineered systems, Exadata is going to help you in terms of crunching those data and storing those data. Okay, so as I said, pre-built and optimized out-of-the-box solution. Okay, so you buy an Exadata, your performance is achieved immediately within the day you get in. All you need to do is get your sign up a contract with Oracle, and then customer has his Exadata machine. Then there is a couple of initial Exadata deployment works, which basically happens, and that takes a couple of days, and then your system is up and running. And you can start building your applications. You can start building your organizational requirement. Whereas the other customized configuration would be assembling a dozen of components, and then there is a lot of other areas which has to be done, which is basically tune, reconfigure. There is another pain point with customized solution would be a multi-vendor finger pointing, which basically means multi-vendor comes into the picture. Okay, then comes testing, bedding, failure modes, and all this stuff. Everything is tested and freely available. This takes months. This takes days. Exadata takes days for deployment, and the customized solution takes months for deployment. Okay, just take. I know everybody here might be working for some organization, so just look into your organization and try to find out who's your storage provider, who's your network provider, who's your compute provider, what databases are you running, and let's see how many vendors are you working with. Okay, so I know a recent project where I worked, it was 5 vendors, and you know what, anything goes down, there are like customer calls all these 5 guys. The 5 guys start working to understand where is the problem. Each one does his own analysis, and each one sends some kind of reports to this customer telling, yeah, it is because of another guy, because the server guy will tell it's because of the storage guy will tell because of the network guy will point to another guy finger. This is called finger pointing, which actually happens in any organization. Now organizations do not want all this stuff. They just want to have one guy own the stack, and then one guy manage it, which is basically Oracle owning the stack, entire network, storage, and compute. And the DMA will be responsible for handling all of this. So even this goes with DMA. The DMA, which are basically the people who are managing these Exadatas. Okay, just take an example of the last escalation or the last outage crisis that you have been in. Being as a system administrator, somebody might be asking you what was running on the server, and it will be like you point the finger onto another administrator and say this was running, it was causing problem. Now this organization does not want this kind of finger pointing exercise, and they just want somebody to own everything. Okay, so now as an Exadata administrator, the profiles are completely different. When there is an issue, it is completely owned by me because it runs inside the Exadata, and I own the Exadata portfolio, so I understand the storage, the network, and the compute. So I exactly know where exactly is the problem, and Oracle is giving me a lot of commands and options to run through and then find out where exactly is the problem. Okay, so Exadata engineered system is less risk and better results. So it's a ready-to-run system and runs all existing workloads. And one of the important key factors is today's Oracle Cloud. This is a building blocks for all of its data store. So if you are signing up a contract with Oracle on the cloud, or your organization is having a cloud, and your databases are stored in Exadata. So just imagine the Oracle is putting all of your databases in Exadata on cloud, and if you have an on-premise one, you still run on your Exadata machine. You can move around between these, and you will get the same performance benchmarking and all this stuff.